Let's see how he takes a little pushback, because they seem to be just fine until you push back on them a little bit, and then they get all huffy and puffy.
So what does that have to do with anything?
So what I'm saying is the relationship between citizens and police is so terrible because you meaninglessly fine us and fee us, and then when you drive away, that guy's gonna hate you. Okay. You have the right to travel.
In order to use a public street, you have to have a driver's license.
No, you don't.
You have to have a registered vehicle.
You don't.
You have to have car insurance.
No, that's your idea of what the law is.
Those are the laws laid down by the land, all right?
No, the constitutional law says you have a right to travel. You don't have to have a registration.
I'm not argue with you, sir.
I'm not arguing. I'm having a cordial I'm not being mean to you.
I don't want that conversation.
I'm not being mean to you.
That conversation.
Well, you just gave someone how much? $600, $700 worth of fees? Right, you don't know. Because you don't care. And that's what I'm saying.
I don't want it to distract me from writing the ticket or not, whether I know how much it is.
Right, and that's the problem. You've turned off your consciousness. You've turned off the good person that you are. Man, you're really aggressive. I'm being really cordial to you. I could be really mean.
Is it your business what I
Everything you do is my business. Everything. You're a publicly paid employee. So that means that you literally are on welfare. So that means, do you have to take a drug test? Do you have to piss in the cup before you get your paycheck?
No.
Are you drug tested? But they drug test welfare recipients, and you're one of them. Why do you say pulled? Do you know what he pulled you over for? What's that? Oh, tú no sabes, ¿eh? ¿Qué? It's turned? You make an illegal turn or anything like that? Posible más rápido o turn signal. No sabes, ¿eh? Tú no sabes por qué policía aquí, ¿eh? Policía en Estados Unidos es muy mal, muy mal. Policía en Estados Unidos es terrible, peligroso. Yo aquí ahora porque es peligroso para ti. ¿Qué? Oh, sí, mi YouTube channel. Delete laws. See, it's this kind of stuff that's just... Like, it's just not necessary anymore. We just don't need it anymore. You don't need a cop with the lights behind you, and he's gonna put his lights on, and he's gonna, pull behind you and make a big scene, and that used to be acceptable. But this kind of nonsense, you shouldn't have to deal with this. It's public humiliation, first of all. This gentleman is sitting here, he doesn't know why he's pulled over. But they don't seem to have any boundaries. They just don't seem to have any boundaries. And, you may not understand it because you may not be a part of it, but when someone pulls you over, a cop pulls you over, then if you have someone here filming you, it makes you feel a lot safer. He's not likely to die right now because I'm standing here. And that's real. And that's real. Highway State Patrol. Dial NH* NHP, Nevada Department of Public Safety. We got Patrol 439. There's a number on the back. At least there's no desecrated flag on the back. There's an American flag on the back, which is no desecration. And then it's 20339. So, and that's the Nevada Public Safety is what they call it. But really, they're just another brand of terrorism. They're another brand of getting money for the state. That's what they do. And you're subjected to this. And now this guy gets to sit back here. ¿Cuántos minutos aquí? Huh? 5 minutos aquí? Man, I need to learn more Spanish, that's for sure. You have rights. You have rights. ¿Qué? ¿Qué? Derecho? No blinker? No blinker. You got pulled over for no blinker. You know, listen, I learned Spanish when I was 25 years old because I wanted to talk to my dad. And my dad only spoke Spanish. So if my Spanish is terrible, I'm not sorry. I'm working on it. But, you know, a language is hard. And I've been working on it my whole life. But if I don't speak Spanish regularly, after about a week in Colombia, I'll start to dream in Spanish because I spoke fluently as a boy. So my Spanish is terrible. How's yours? This is a necessary function in America today, and it's mostly because cops kill people in America all the time. That's mostly the reason why. But let's see how this cop does. Let's see how he takes a little pushback, because they seem to be just fine until you push back on them a little bit, and then they get all huffy and puffy. He's got the ticket all ready to go. Looks like he's printing out the ticket from inside the car. Let's see what we got here. Where's the accident? You give him a ticket? You get tickets? You get a ticket? So, I mean, like, for what? Did you hurt anybody?
Yeah,
How many tickets you get? ¿Cuántos? ¿Tres?
La página,
¿Ah?
la página, ¿cuál es? Es en YouTube, internet.
¿Ah?
Ya, déjame pongo ya.
I'll show you. So, hey Copper, I got a question for you. I got a question. So, you know, there's such a divide between police and citizens now. It's so bad, right? I mean, like, you know, it's terrible.
Okay, whatever you say.
I mean, don't be obtuse. You know it's terrible. So part of that reason why there's such a gigantic gap between citizens and police is because you guys pointlessly fine us and fee us, like pointlessly. You know, and you're a man, so that means you have a value. You were a gift from God, so you have a value yourself. So what I do when I try to talk to cops is, I don't want to call you names, yell at you, treat you poorly. I just want you to realize your value is far more than this. Far more.
Well, more than what?
Than giving someone street tickets for really there's no victim. The only victim is that man right there. There's no accident, there's nobody bleeding, and our relationships are, I mean, I've calmed down. I'm a year into this now, just filming cops.
So there's no victim, you're saying?
There's no victim. Where's the victim?
So what happens when that guy crashes into somebody?
But he didn't.
But what if he does?
Sure, but what if the world turned to mush tomorrow? What about all the people the cops kill? What about how full our prisons are?
He doesn't have permission to drive. He doesn't have a license. So you have to be licensed to sit in the back of the drive a car, right?
Well, you don't actually have to have a driver's license. You have the right to travel. No, you don't.
Okay.
You have the right to travel.
In order to use a public street, you have to have a driver's license.
No, you don't.
You have to have a registered vehicle.
You don't.
You have to have car insurance.
No, that's your idea of what the law is.
Those are the laws laid down by the land, all right?
No, the constitutional law says you have a right to travel. You don't have to have a registration.
I'm not argue with you, sir.
I'm not arguing. I'm having a cordial. I'm not being mean to you.
I don't want that conversation.
I'm not being mean to you.
That conversation.
Well, the relationships are so bad. I didn't call you names or treat you poorly. I'm just talking to you.
I don't need
like
to,
that guy. He has to pay a lot of money now, and he doesn't have it.
I'm sorry. How do you know he doesn't have it? He doesn't even know you.
Well, I'm only here to watch you. That's all I'm doing. I only film cops.
Have it?
Because most people don't have an extra $500,000 sitting around. Do you?
It's none of your business.
Man, you're really aggressive. I'm being really cordial to you. I could be really mean.
Is it your business what I
Everything you do is my business.
Everything.
You're a publicly paid employee. So that means that you
am.
literally are on welfare. So that means you have to take a drug test. Do you have to piss in a cup before you get your paycheck?
No.
Are you drug tested? But they drug test welfare recipients, and you're one of them.
So what does that have to do with anything?
So what I'm saying is the relationship between citizens and police is so terrible because you meaninglessly fine us and fee us, and then when you drive away, that guy's going to hate you. And people are not going to like you because you just gave him a bunch of fees and fines. And there's no victim. There's no one dead.
So what are we supposed to do? Tell me what we're supposed to do.
You're supposed to be your brother's keeper and pull him over and say, "Hey, you did this wrong."
Tell me the solution to the problem. If you have all the
Absolutely,
answers,
100%. These tickets you guys give are only to generate revenue for the state. The only person who should be stopped by police with red and blue lights with a guy with a gun is someone who's driving out of control, who's going to hurt other people. I don't picture that guy driving so horribly that he was going to kill people. I mean, he didn't use his blinker, is what he told me. He said he didn't use his blinker.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Okay.
So, but what I'm saying is like the way you have this kind of no feelings, the word is obtuse, where you don't feel anything for the person you just gave all those.
How do you know that?
Well, you just gave someone how much? $600, $700 worth of fees? Right, you don't know because you don't care. And that's what I'm saying.
I don't want it to distract me from writing a ticket or not, whether I know how much it is.
Right, and that's the problem. You've turned off your consciousness. You've turned off the good person that you are.
You give me a solution to what we're supposed to do.
Pull the guy over and tell him, hey, you did this, you did that. You didn't hurt anybody.
And then what?
I'm going to let you go.
And then what's he going to do?
And then he's got to get his stuff fixed. And you get his phone number, you give him a call. You actually follow it up. You be a steward of the community.
Then he's going to drive away and do it again, right?
Or you call him the next day and say, hey, I stopped you yesterday, I let you go. Did you get your license in order yet?
What's that going to do?
Well, first of all, it's going to show that there's someone from the state who actually cares.
Why not hold somebody accountable for their actions?
By giving someone fines and fees is not holding them accountable.
Sure it is.
See, that's the problem, man. You turn off. You're a good person made by God. And so as soon as you put this uniform on, you forget all the good nature that you were given when you were born. You carry torture cuffs on your side to put people in torture cuffs.
They're called handcuffs.
They're made for slavery. They were literally made for slaves to torture slaves.
I'm not going to argue with you, man.
But you put them on, but you just turn your conscience off to what you do.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying. It is what it is, dude. And you see how quickly and how blind eye he closes to what he does. He doesn't know what those fees or fines are. He doesn't know what it's going to cost anybody. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And then the idea that he would just get the guy's phone number and follow back and go, hey, did you get your license fixed? Hey, I want to help you out. I want to get you back on track. He doesn't care about anybody but himself and getting his paycheck. He said that if he thought about what he was fining and feeing people, it would deter him from writing a ticket. Yeah, you should be deterred. There goes a tyrant. There goes someone who doesn't care about you, but yet he's entrusted to be the shepherd of the flock that is the American populace. I'm out. See you guys on the next one.